Hi guys. Oh, there's two. Is there one or two here already? Hiya. Sorry I'm a bit late today. I'm trying, for some bizarre reason, my chat is really messed up, but I'm gonna sort that out. We're gonna be colouring in the hedgehog picture, and I'm gonna divide this video into two parts for those watching back, and I'm gonna do a acrylic background, which for those of you in the groups who saw, I did this one, it will be in my completed pages. And hi, and I'm going to show you how I did this with just paints. This is all paints. Listen to that. Hiya. Were you guys waiting? I'm sorry. My afternoon was lovely. We went out for a lunch, and because it's nice and sunny here, we sat outside with Chip and we ate out, and it was really, really nice. So yeah, I wanted to do that. I wanted to go out because I'm always in. So I am going to be doing this today and dividing it into two parts. How are you all doing? Yeah, I've been good today. I've been good. So we're going to be doing the hedgehogs. I have no idea what I'm doing with these two hedgehogs. I'm going to wing it, and I hope you wing it with me. So this was from the wild card jar, and I ended up picking the Maria Trolle, and I think it's called Nightfall, isn't it? Hi guys, hi everyone. So many of you here already. And yeah, I picked it, and because of what happened last month, didn't get around to it in April, so we're doing it in May. So we're a month behind, but that's okay. So we're going to call it the May picture rather than the April picture, and we're going to be doing these today. And a lot of this is repetitive because the two hedgehogs will be practically the same. These leaves will be the same, these big flowers will be the same, and the small flowers. Whatever we're going to do here will be quite repetitive as it goes on, which is actually a nicer thing, because when you go away and do it, you're in that mode of doing whatever is on the page. It's a lot easier, isn't it? Hiya! I am going to be using Prismas. I had a comment and I responded, and you know, thanks for all the comments that I get. I can't always respond to every single one, and the person pointed out that not everyone's going to have the whole bind, which is completely understandable. I wouldn't have had them had they not been gifted to me, and that they would like them not to feature so much, I suppose, in the videos. Now I'm going to try and mix my media anyway, but I use predominantly, because they're the one that everyone's got, Prismacolors in my videos, but I will now and then feature other ones because I have other tools and I like to experiment, and there are people that do have them. So we are going to be using Prismacolors, and I won't use the whole binds often. I'll use them in my personal time. And another thing is, they mentioned that they want all of the colourings done on camera. That's never going to happen. That means I'll be filming about 5 or 6 times a day, and that's just not possible. So I'll zoom you guys in, and we'll start, I think, on the hedgehogs, and we'll work out the colours as we go along. So I'm going to write them down on here. I've called this hedgehog wreath because it's a wreath with the hedgehogs, and I don't know what else to name it. So I really can't do all of my colourings on... Sorry about, yeah, sorry about if there's a little bit of noise. I've got a fan going because it's really warm here today. It's like 27 degrees, so it's quite warm. And I'm not going to be able to do all my colourings. There's no way on camera, so sorry about that, but I just can't. I'll be doing, you know, I can't film all day. I do have other things as well, so I can't do it. And also, it's personal time. It's your personal thing as well. Hi, Tatty. Hi, are you watching from Japan? Do I have the same pic more than once in their book? Which one, Desiree? And then we'll get into it. This particular picture, I mean, I don't think I've got a repeat, but then I also have the Swedish version, so I don't know if that's making a difference. Oh, really? I mean, there's another hedgehog page in here. Let me find it. There is another, this one, but it's different. I haven't got... Oh, you got it as well. Where is it, Desiree? Is it near the beginning? Sorry about this, guys, and then I'll get into it. I'm just going to have a look. It's got me curious now whether we've got 2 or 1. If I have got 2, I've not noticed it before. No, I don't think we have. I don't think I've got it two. No, Zezra, I've only got one. I've most definitely only got one of those pages. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to split this one into two, and if I'm going to end up doing one head, I'll try and do the two hedgehogs today, and I'll start one flower, but those flowers will be the same. I'm going to do these huge flowers that are uniformed the same colour. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a task. I don't know which colours I'm going to do now. Right, we've got to choose colours, guys. We've got to choose colours. How are you all on this Tuesday? It is so warm here in the UK, which is nice. Like I always do, I always have a bit of scrap card, and I'm going to test the colours out to see. Now, with hedgehogs, they've got a darker colour, an ivory type colour, like a beige. So they've definitely got, Buzz has got beige in him for sure. So I'm going to use a beige. Have a good time. Sorry, this is Andrew's going out now. He's going to the gym. He's putting me to shame. Chestnut maybe. Maybe we've got a chestnut. I need to sharpen this, but I think we've got... I'm going to use beige chestnut. I'll show you a picture of Buzz after as a reference. I know, I need to grab Buzz's for reference. I'm trying to think now. So... he's got browns. He's got like a chocolate brown in him. He's definitely got some chocolate in his thing, in his quills. The spikes on a hedgehog are called quills. So if I say quills, it's just that they're quills on them. I've got a picture of his quills on my phone somewhere, and I can look at them. Now, he has definitely got like an ivory beigey. Should we try a putty beige or a peach beige? About this one. They've got quite a few colours, hedgehogs. So I'm going to go for a few because they're not white. Although the underneath of him is white. I should get Buzz really, shouldn't I? We should have a look at Buzz. The real Buzz. Oh, this is a hard one. I'm going to go for sepia. I'm just going to grab a load of colours and we'll work it out as we go along. And then I need like a... I need a white. We need a white to blend, so a white. And we also need a... well, this is going to be fun trying to work this one out. I'm going to try an eggshell because he's got that, he's definitely got that in him. He's got these kinds of colours, guys. This is just me rambling on a minute. I should just grab Buzz, shouldn't I, really? He's going to love me. Right, I'm grabbing a load of colours and we'll work it out as we go along. That one's ginger root. I'll tell you as I go along what I'm using. I hate saying that word. I'm sorry if I say it. I know I say so a lot as well. I realised the other day that I say so an awful lot. Yes, Jasmine, you're right. Jasmine might be a good one because he's got like a yellowy tinge to him. Okay, I'm going to go for those for now because that's enough. That's enough. We've got the colours. So I've gone for at the moment, we might not use all these, but I've grabbed out sepia white, jasmine eggshell, chestnut chocolate. I've just grabbed a load because we're going to have a little play around. Beige, ginger root and peach beige. Don't worry, we're not going to use every single one of those probably, but we're going to use a few of them. And I'll keep that as reference. And I'm going to grab Buzz a second. You bear with me. I'm going to grab a Buzz and we're going to have a look at a Buzz. So I'm going to zoom out. If we have a look at Buzz's quills, I've just woken him up. He's going to hate me right now. So I've got a Buzz here. So if we look in Buzz's quills, he's got like a yellowy tinge on them. He's got, let's bring the light over. He's got browns in there. He's got sort of like a, he's got funny colours. He's got loads of different colours going on. He's got a little black nose and a kind of light brownish face, and the fur is like an off-white ivory, which buff titanium would come in very handy for. So he's got lots of colours going on. He's trying to wake up because he is not awake at this time. So we're trying to work out what colours. He's got a slight pinky to his nose as well. He's trying to open his eyes, guys. He's trying to open them. He's like, all right, I'm awake, I'm awake, I'm awake. So he's got lots of different colours going on. If you have a look at his quills, they're like, yeah, there is lots going on, isn't there? So we've got more or less colours that I think would go in there. We can always add if we feel like it, but he's kind of waking up. But he'll go back to bed now. So I think we're pretty much on the right way. I do have a hedgehog. So we've got to just figure out what colours we're going to go with these guys. That's what I'm trying to work out. Oh, yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. I'm winging it so badly. I'm going to put him back. I'm going to grab a photo. We're going to do this. His name is Buzz. Buzz. B-U-Z-Z. Thanks, Buzz. I'll see you later. Okay, he's gone back to bed now. And then we got a photo. So we're going to use this in the corner. And we're going to kind of go with how his quills are. Because in the quills, you've got little bits of white, little bits of brown, white again. They're all over the place. So we're going to use that as a bit of a reference in the corner. So we're going to go for it. Yeah, he's gone back to bed. We'll have a go. We'll have a go, guys. That's all we can do, can't we? I'm going to grab, if that's okay. I've mostly used Prismas, but I am going to use a buff titanium because if you look, his quills are not white. They're like a cream. And here is not pure white, it's a cream. So if you've got a buff titanium luminance, use that. If you've got a slightly off-white in any colour, use that. And we're going to try this. We're going to give it a go. I'm going to zoom back in slightly. I'm going to bring this down. We're going to look at his quills and we're going to have a go. So I hope you enjoyed little Buzz's cameo again. Bless him. Hi, Victoria. And we're going to have a go. I think I'm going to start with the furry part. I'm going to lay a base down, I think. And I think I'm going to choose... a very light, like beige. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. And I'm only going to do it slightly. So I'm going to go for peach beige. And I'm going to go for the entire area. This is all Prismacolors, because I know that that is mostly what people use. So I'm going to go with Prismas. They are an off-white. They are not white on the underneath. He is a cutie pie, isn't he? He was fast asleep and there's me like picking him up. He's like, go away. Can you leave me alone? Last night he was climbing all over me because at night time he comes out and he is so active at night. Hedgehogs are. And he was all over me. He comes over you, climbs all over you, comes and kisses you. His kisses are like he sniffs your nose. So his nose sniffs your nose, and that's the hedgehog kisses. And yeah, he is a cutie pie. So friendly. But they do sleep during the day, so they're not very active at all. I think I'm going to go for both of these while I'm doing it. And this is a light base coat to start with, like I mostly do on all of mine. And Yeah, Tilly, can you hear Tilly? She's in the background because I've opened the windows and I've had to shut her in the cage. So she's really like, let me out. I'm trying to be very wary about the amount I say the word so. And it's really, really hard because when I'm explaining stuff, it just naturally comes out of me. And I know it might bug people. And I know that, you know, when you're watching someone and you keep hearing a word being repeated so often, it's like, oh my God. It's really, really hard though, because when you're explaining, it's like, right, so we're going to do this, you know. It's really, really hard. So I'm just putting that as a base coat. So that was putty beige, peach beige, sorry, peach beige. These little noses are already done black, but underneath his nose, he's got a slight pinky tint. So I'm just going to, very pale amount, I'm going to put a little bit of the chestnut, blend it in a bit. And I need my sharpener. Oh, I say it all the time. I say it all the time, KP. It's really bad. You know, like some people say a lot, and it's a lot. And you can't help it. It's just how you are. Like, I say so an awful lot. And I realised I say it an awful lot. And I said to Andrew, I've got to stop. So I've grabbed chestnut. And I'm just going to very, very pale, because I'm going to add in like a bit of, because he's furry. If you look, he's got fur that overlaps the quills a little bit. So we'll do that after. And we could do that with a bit of Posca. And just around the nose, he's got a little bit. And this is just basing down so you know where you're going. Basing down like where you're going to put this colour. And then the rest will be the fur. So I hope that that is... So, I say it all the time. Hey! Yeah, I was so happy last night. I was playing in paint. I don't know if anyone else does that. I know KP loves to as well. I had a great time. I bought some acrylic paints yesterday at the craft store. And I had a great time. I was playing in paint all evening for about a solid, all evening for a solid hour. And it was great fun. And I highly recommend it. Like, I'm not a painting person. I like the idea of it, but I'd never know where to start with it. And I just let myself go, and I ended up having the best time. Oh, I really did. It was so much fun. So if you've got that urge to get out your acrylic paints and paint backgrounds, do it. I strongly recommend you do it. It was so much fun. So much fun. And I'm going to show you in the second part of this video how I did the clouds and how I created the atmosphere with the clouds. You've got a coffee? I need one. Can anyone make me one? I've got a cold drink. I've got some Ribena. Look at me, like I'm 31 and I'm still drinking kids drinks, but I still drink fruit shoots, kids fruit shoots, because they have no added sugar and I can have them. And I'm also going in the ears with this, because if you look, he's got browny ears and the white fur goes into them. So we're going to go for the brown. We're only going to do it pale to start with, because we're going to start layering on top after. Like as you know, I love to layer. And layering, you're just putting down where you're going to sort of go with your shading and what is sort of dark. And so this is here, and his little feet have a pinky tint and they are slightly brown, so I'm going to go for that as well here, because he's got little brown feet. It's so cute. He's got tiny little brown feet. So we're just going to base down to start with, guys. And then we can start layering and making him look like Buzz. We're going to have Buzz 1 and Buzz 2. I'm going to go over those after those hearts. I don't, to be honest, I'll just leave them. Hey, it's still early. Well, it's, what time is it here? It's 5:30 in the evening. And although it's quite late for me to do a string, because I usually come on at 4, I really wanted to make the most of this weather, because apparently it's going to disappear again. Okay, so we've got the kind of base of it where we're going to go with this now. I'm going to grab I'm just looking at the colours a minute. I think I'm going to grab no, do I want eggshell? I'm going to have a little bit of eggshell in there. And I'm going to just go around with eggshell on this part and fade out the chestnut. We're going to come back in with the chestnut and shade. But I'm just going around because it's got like a yellowy tint, Buzz. African pygmy hedgehogs are very different colouring to the wild hedgehogs. If you look at a wild hedgehog, they are so dark and all brown. They're like a, you know, like a broom, the end of a broomstick. That's what they remind me of. They're very, very brown, very dark. With African pygmies, they are so much lighter and a lot smaller than the average. Now I'm going to go back to my chestnut, now we've picked out, and I'm going to come dark underneath his nose and fade out. I use a scumbling method when I do this, which is like a circular motion out. 99, is that Fahrenheit? That is, yes, side and colour. It's, I don't know what it converts to. KP is usually the Googler on that, but it's 27 Celsius here. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Probably in the late 70s, which is really nice. And we sat in the shade and we took Chip out with us, so he sat there and we got like a, it's called like a steak club at a place here called the Weatherspoons. So I got steak and salad, and Chip always shares my food because I can never get through a meal anymore. So he shares, and he really enjoyed it. Like, he sat there and the waitresses kept coming over and he kept having the attention, and usually he doesn't like that because he doesn't like strangers, but he was lapping it up. So it was a really nice afternoon actually. And I never get out. I'm always indoors. I'm a hermit. I am a hermit. I'm an isolated hermit. And it was nice to actually do something and enjoy some sunshine, because I'm still as pale as anything. I'm like Casper. Casper the Friendly Ghost. I really am. I need a holiday. I'm a bit slow back to pencil work, my God. But I love my pencils. So we're going with the look of Buzz now. Wow, Tess. Are you off? Of course you're off today. Of course you are. I forgot that you're off today, because you worked on Saturday, didn't you? Well, that's nice. Now with this part here, there's not a massive amount we can do, so we're going to shade out a little bit with the, because otherwise it's just going to be a funny colour and I don't want that. So I'm going to go back to the peach beige, and I'm going to go back in underneath part and fade it out, and I'm going to use Buff Titanium. Sorry about Tilly being loud today, but she's talking to the birds outside because the windows are all open. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to try and, you know, when you first start streaming, you've got to find, you know, kind of your feet a little bit, don't you? You need to find like what is the best use of your time, etc, etc. I think I'm kind of getting there now, because I didn't think I was productive in the beginning with my live streams, and I thought I'm not getting anything done. Oh, hi KP's mum. I call her Mummy P. Mummy P, Mummy Parker. Yeah, we're doing Buzz 1 and Buzz 2 today. Hedgehog wreath. I should name it the Buzz wreath really, shouldn't I? And then I'm going to do the same with this bit. And we are going to make it, by the end they are going to look like Buzz, I promise you. We are going to make it happen. So remember, this is putty, no, why do I keep saying putty? This is peach beige. This is PC 1085. Peach beige. It's the right colour, because he is not white. He looks white on pictures, but he is not white. He is like a, very similar really. He's like got a yellowy tinge to him underneath. And I don't know if that's because he poops and pees on his wheel, or if they really aren't bright white. They've got like a peachy, eggshelly tinge to them. So we're going to go underneath. And then on the edges, I'm just going to fade that out, I think, with some Buff Titanium. Oh, you do? Yeah, I do as well. I think I'm used to her now, though. with birds. So I've got my buff titanium luminance just to go around the edging, because we're going to add at the end, once the quills are done, we're going to come up with hairs. We're going to do all the hairs. I'm just going to blend in a little bit with this. This is the buff titanium luminance. You can use like an off-white if you've got one in any of your pencil sets, ivory if you've got one in the polychromos. You can use ivory, just the off-white. You can use white if you want. I just think off-white suits it better. So we need, with his little feet, we're going to go with the chestnut again. I'm going to move Buzz a minute. We're going to come out with his feet. He's got a pad of like a darker part, and then he's got these tiny little black bits in his feet. Well, they look black. I don't know if they are black, but they look it. So I'm fading that out. I'm going to come in with a bit of sepia. How do you, do you say it the first way or the second way? To how I say it. I say sepia personally, but some people say sepia. I need to sharpen this chestnut again in a minute, and we're going to add that some hairs. And we're going to do these hedgehogs today. We are going to get these hedgehogs done. Sepia. Yeah, quite a few people do. Hi Victoria. So with his hairs, they are white on the ears. They're smooth otherwise, but he has got like a... I'm going to add them in here just a little. And then I'm going to do the white coming over that after, because you want them furry. Okay. Now we need our sepia. And I'm going to go on these little bits here of his legs. And then on his little pads, he's got like a little bit, it's weird how their little feet are funny. He's got little bits on his feet that are dark. Same with his little hands. So I'm going to go upwards and on these little bits here. And then on his foot. And on his nose, ever so slightly, I'm just going to shade a little bit around the nose. Because I think that I really want that bit there, just to give it a bit of something. Okay. So they kind of come in how pygmy hedgehogs come. Now the quills are going to be quite dark, because if you look, he's got like ivory type of... The thing is, their eyes are really dark as well, but I don't want to darken those. They are quite dark, and so are the quills. On the quills, they are a dark. So I'm going to do these with this colour, the sepia. And I'm going to use one of the other ones. We'll work it out. So I'm going to zoom in. And on the little quills, some of them are completely fine at the bottom, and then they've got them at the tops. So it's really hard to shade these out. Some of them only have a little bit on, and some only have like a stripe. It's weird. The hedgehogs are weird. Their markings are very peculiar. So we're going to kind of go with how they are, but I don't want to use too much. We're going to try and keep to how a hedgehog is. We're going to do that one. Let's do that as a stripe. He's got like a stripe there. He's got them at the bottom, at the top. We're just going to have a little go here and see what we can come up with. We can do one of these hedgehogs quills and focus on the other one in our own time, because you're going to do more or less the same. So it's really strange how their quills are. And it's such little detail. I don't know how people get in these little tiny crooks and crannies. So, oh, tiny little bit. I'm going to add what I think I've got a beige Posca actually. I'm not going to use the white one. If we use the white one, we can always go over with like a creamy colour. But it's really hard because they're going to look. They kind of look like him. Oh, did someone get luminance pencils? Congratulations. Well deserved. So nice to have things that make you happy. That's what life should be about. You know, sometimes you get people who are really, really hateful towards people that get stuff. I don't understand that. There's not many. I mean, we're all pretty much the same, aren't we? We get so happy for everyone else's happiness. But there are people out there that get jealous and then they're sort of fishing for it themselves, and you think, oh my goodness. I don't want to bring any negativity, I never do. Like, this isn't a channel for that. But I got really, really annoyed last night. I'll tell you why. I watched a video, I'm not going to say any names, but I watched a video. And the main reason or purpose of their videos is that they get money and gifts. Now, I think that is very, very wrong. Now, I'm going to have my quick say about it and I'm going to drop it. Because I don't like negativity. We're here for the, you know, we're here for everything else. We're here for the happiness. We're not here for anything else. But I watched this video and all I heard was the main purpose of why they continue and why they do videos is because that they get money and they get gifts. And I'm like, do you know what? You're in it for the wrong reasons. That is not what this is about. At what point have you lost sight and have you lost any motivation towards wanting to do this? And I got really, 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 really upset about it because I have only ever been gifted by one lady and I couldn't believe it. I mean, what a gift. And I did not ask for them. You know, it wasn't like I fished for anything. I haven't got any of these coffee jars or whatever they're called. I don't even know what they're called. And I know some people set that up. Not anyone I know personally, but I've come across a random video and I got really upset about it because people should be doing it because they want to colour. They shouldn't be doing it over what they can get. And I got quite, it was the way it was said. It was, I'm going to be doing these because I get stuff sent to me. And I was like, hold on a minute. And I was really, really, really annoyed by that because I just think that's exploitation, because you know the people that are in it because they want to be doing it, and you know the people that are doing it because they genuinely want to colour, they want to share what they're doing, they want to share their creations, they want to, like you say, Victoria, you love the colouring community, you want to bring yourself out of that shell. Did you see what one? Right. And it was the two main reasons that I saw that was spurring the person on was they get stuff off Amazon from people. And it's like, it shouldn't be about that. You should be saying first and foremost it's because you love doing it. It's because it's something that drives you. It's because it's something that brings you joy. Where is that featured in your rant? At what part have you lost sight of that? Now, I don't like bringing any negativity, but I just got really annoyed by it. I just thought, I've got, right, let me clarify. I've got nothing against tip jars. If people want to do them, do them. But don't let that be the main reason why you've got a channel. Your channel is there because you love to do what you do. If you've got one of those, fine. by all means, I haven't got, because there's a lot of, you know, people think I've got something really bad against them. It's not that. It's just that I just think you've got a main reason first, and your main reason is that you love doing this. Once you love doing it, set up whatever you want. That is entirely up to you. But I've got something, when I get annoyed is when that's all that you talk about is the money. That is when I get annoyed. Nothing else. Connie, I am colouring in the Skymnings Timman. It's Nightfall by Maria Trolle. Yeah, I'm, you know, set up anything you want. Set up your wish list, set up your jars, set up anything. I have got nothing against that. And this is where people are getting their wires crossed with me, because I know that some people think that I've got it against them for it, and I haven't. Truly, I haven't. My only just sort of bugbear over it all is when people have lost sight of colouring and they've lost sight of their hobby, and now it's just about the money. That is when I get annoyed, because before YouTube and before you had subscribers, you funded yourself. You funded yourself, and like I say, I can't keep up with demand because I can't always buy the new stuff, and that's fine. But I'm here to colour. I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn along the way. I'm here to try and give tips when I can, and that's fine, you know. Everyone's different, and I appreciate that. And I've got no problem. So before people start commenting on this and jumping on this bandwagon that I've got it in for them, you are so wrong. I haven't. But just please remember that people are putting in because they want to see stuff from you. I wonder why.